Your dreams are your dreams for a reason. Don't expect other people to understand where your thought process is coming from. The person that only wants to work and give someone else their time will never understand a person that is trying to build wealth for themselves, right? The person that wants to get fit and wants to get leaner, more healthier, feel better in their body is not going to be understood by the person that likes comfort and likes binging and likes drinking and not having any sort of control or standard. I'm starting to realize that a lot in life. And my thing has always been like, because I'm having a lot of people ask me, yo, like, I want to get in the gym. I want to, I want to lock in. I got a lot of friends and I love my friends, the friends I have here and the friends I have back home. But we got to understand though is you got to start, you got to want it. You got to do it. You have to a certain extent be obsessed with the idea of the outcome and the process. Like this YouTube shit ain't easy. This fitness shit ain't easy. Getting money and working, that shit ain't easy. But each and every single time you do those things that have something to do with the desired outcome, you'll get closer, right? But you have to have repetition. It comes only through consistency. What I'm starting to realize is we got to be more consistent. We have to up the standard. We have to hold each other to a higher standard. I was watching, like a video yesterday, and it was basically like some people dancing because I like watching dancing videos and shit. And I'm looking at the people that are in the circle, everybody smoking, drinking, and and getting crazy and letting the worst part of themselves be sort of exemplified through their words and their actions, their character. And when you have a group of 50 people, like let's say your neighborhood or your hood or whatever, right? You got a group of 50 to 100, so maybe 1,000, maybe thousands of people that are all on the same sort of timing when it comes to not wanting to get better and further reinforcing the fact that it's okay to have bad habits. That is the worst environment to be in because nobody will hold you accountable. That's one of my biggest things. Like when you're friends with somebody or family members with somebody, family members, if you got a family member and they trying to do something, they trying to get a little bit better, we got to be like, yo, like, you got maybe do this, maybe try that. Especially if you're proficient in that field. Like, life has gotten so bad to the point where we cannot hold each other accountable without hurting feelings. That's really bad. We should be able to hold each other accountable so we can all get better. You get better, I get better. You're inspired from me, I'm inspired by you. And it just sucks because, like, now listen, when it comes to certain things, is it good to not have competition? Is it good for most people within society? For me personally, is it good for people, to not have competition in certain things? Like if you want to be a fitness trainer, you want to be the best streamer, then yeah, let people be complacent. But when it comes to the people that you're closest with, we have to just start holding people accountable. I'm starting to figure out that we're in a society, especially, within the areas that you'll surround yourself with, like friend groups or jobs. Um, people on the internet will say stuff is like, but if you hold someone accountable, if you want to hold people accountable, you got to be ready for backlash. You got to be ready for people to just be against it. A lot of people just like being comfortable in whatever narrative that they have in their head that it's okay to just be a certain way when the entire trials and tribulations of human history has been being like, okay, we're comfortable, something really bad happens, we gotta lock in and adapt. Like that's what it is, adapting to survive. And it's like we can't hold people accountable nowadays. I would want somebody to call me out if I was doing some bullshit. It's really weird. Like it almost seems as if being the quote unquote jester, or being a person that just flies and says F it, just, and a lot of people now are starting to just be like F it, like, you only live once. And but bro, like, I don't see the point in losing who you are fundamentally as a person, losing your honor, having decorum in class. I don't see that as a necessary thing to sacrifice just because times get bad or YOLO. Like, there should still be a certain standard, and through those standards greatness comes, right? And I never used to understand it, especially after going to college and studying like a liberal art like photography. I never used to understand it, but now I kind of do. Why they put so much emphasis on form and mediums and how you do things, like how you take the photo. It's a standard you have to hold for yourself, because that's how you get the best results. You'll be making yourself better. But if you do things half-assed all the time, then what's the point of doing it? My dad always used to say, don't do half jobs. If you're going to do it correctly the first time. If you got people in your life that want to do certain things, you got to motivate them, but also expect them to motivate themselves and put in the work. Just start. I have a lot of friends asking me about fitness right now because I post some of my fitness stuff on my personal accounts. I'm like, bro, like, just start. I told my friend, shout out to Hector today, like, yo, start 100 push-ups a day, 10K steps. You could do it. Like, even if you're like nobody's weak, but even if you're like not as strong, you could do 100 push-ups in like a couple hours. Like, it's 100. That's 10 each 10 to 20 each couple of hours. Like, that's nothing. 10K steps, you'll do that. Even if you ain't even doing it each day for 7 days, maybe that's a big ask for a lot of people if you're not doing a walk intensive job. But maybe do it every other day. Like, there's ways in which you can build up, but you never want to stay stagnant. You never want to just not make the the action. You don't ever want to just not start in the first place. That's the worst, because you'll always just have the dopamine of seeing other people do it in your head, and you get dopamine and the effect off of that instead of doing it by yourself. You have to kill all of that. You guys let me know what you think. Hold yourself accountable, hold other people accountable that you love. It'll be the best thing for them. um it's your boy WesleyTheDracoslayer. I talk about a whole bunch of random stuff that's going on in my mind. I'm 26, hailing from New York. Road to riches, greatness coming soon. We're on this YouTube grind. Trust. We're going to be talking about the things that actually fucking matter. Then we'll also be talking about some bullshit. But most of the time, we're going to talk about stuff that matters, okay? I love you guys. You have a great day. Peace.